Welcome to video number 3. Okay, we have 2 updates for you on 2 different stories, and then we're going to jump into our main story for the day. So you definitely want to stick with me on this one. Let's go. I've told you guys before, I think the people in the news watch us YouTubers, because didn't I tell you guys just the other day that Harry's UK security case is going to be in the toilet because of his trip to Nigeria and his trip to Colombia. And now he's gone to the UK for a memorial service, and they're saying that Harry wants to perpetuate the illusion that he can only visit the UK with Home Office funded security squad. But I think he just, as I said, he just blew that right out of the water. They're saying since Harry decided to fly back to the UK for the memorial service, that proves his security concerns are undermined. We know that the family told him, you got to give us 28 days notice before you arrived, and that he claims that's been a major obstacle. Obviously, he did not give a 28-day notice for this service. He showed up. Nobody was really expecting him there. So outlets are saying that Harry's security conflict appears to be more about preserving the narrative than about his safety. And I believe that comment is spot on. Next up, I told you guys, and again, I was right. New York City Police Department has stated that they are going to increase protection efforts for when Harry is in New York, and it is the public that are going to be footing the bill for this one. It's being funded by the state taxpayers. The New York City Police Department has said that they will enhance the security resources to Harry and Meghan whenever they return to New York. So every single time they go to visit the Big Apple, the New York taxpayers can expect to foot the bill. I got to tell you, that is some crap. If I lived in New York, I would be screaming from the rooftops, because that is just so unfair for 6 people worth $60 million. Ugh. All right, move on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our big story for today. Harry and Meghan have lost another employee. Unbelievable. Christine Schrimmer. She was a senior advisor. She'd been with Archwell since 2020. She joined as the communications director and then transitioned into an advisory role in 2021. And she has now joined the Brunswick Group, which is a prominent public relations firm. That's something like Sunshine Sachs. We know that Archwell has had a minimum of 19 staff members leave, with 10 or more since they've been in the United States. And this just shows that there's ongoing problems working for Harry and Meghan. Don't forget, not long ago, Josh Gettr, their chief of staff, left his position after only 3 months. He had brought on board, they said, to help Prince Harry, quote, navigate his next phase. But then he left after 3 months. Of course, Harry and Meghan came out and said it was a mutual decision, that it was a trial period, etc., etc. You don't hire somebody like Mr. Gettr for a trial period. That doesn't work. Remember, all of their employees have to sign NDAs, and a former employee went to the Daily Mail. Of course, he had to remain anonymous, and he talked about the pervasive dissatisfaction among all the staff. He said, and I'm quoting, "What may be most telling is that the entire time I worked there, I don't think I heard a single current or former employee on their staff say that they would take the job again if given the chance." Now, that comment really speaks a lot. You know what I'm saying about what's going on in the organization, because a lot of the people who left were professionals. They were used to demanding environments. So what this tells you is that working for Harry and Meghan comes with challenges that are just not, conducive to long-term job satisfaction. We're also aware that Meghan has been trying to find somebody to run her ARO, a CEO, and she hasn't been able to get anybody because the cat's out of the bag. Everybody knows how she works and nobody wants to work with her. Now, Harry and Meghan's recent staffing issues all underscore, according to this article, and I agree, a bigger pattern of instability in their ventures, because even though they're high profile and they have a lot of resources, they have not been able to maintain a stable team. And this constant turnover affects Meghan's brand, Archwell, everything that they're doing. You may not be aware that Schrimmer, it's being reported, actually left at the end of last year, but it was kept very quiet. Harry and Meghan made absolutely no announcement. And I think that's because they knew that people were going to make comments about it. Listen, We know that she was called a bully in the UK. We know that she runs through staff. I think that the fact that you've got this many people leaving that voluntarily came there since they've come to the United States, that voluntarily accepted jobs with Harry and Meghan, and within a year or two, they're jumping ship. That speaks volumes, you guys. I mean, I'm sorry, but it does. You know, every time somebody quits or something happens, I have never, ever heard Harry and Meghan say that it was anything that they did. They always have an excuse for why the person left their employ. They're saying that sometimes working for an A-lister opens up the door to other opportunities, and so people are leaving to leverage their careers. But of course, people that are critics of Harry and Meghan are going to point out the fact that in October of 2018, bullying accusations were made by Jason Knopf. And let's not forget that sources confirmed that upon discovery of Knopf's email, that she was a work bully. Let's not forget that when Tom Bower and Valentine Lowe came out talking about the Sussex Survivor Club and these people who are just, oh my God, they were so affected by Meghan's behavior towards them that they had to form that club, that Harry and Meghan had their attorneys send some letters to these people, to those two men, warning them that if they printed anything, that they would be sued. And of course, the gentleman went ahead and printed everything. And of course, Harry and Meghan, two of the most litigious people on the planet, did not sue. You know why they didn't sue? Because you can't sue when something is true. The fact that Harry and Meghan did not lodge a lawsuit against Valentine Lowe or Tom Bower after their allegations of bullying says everything. Instead, Harry and Meghan got, I think her name was Jenny Affrey or whatever her name was, the attorney in the UK, to claim that she wasn't a bully. If you work in an office and you have 10 employees in 4 years who have all left, and you're having trouble hiring new people in, there's a problem, you guys, and that's just really all there is to it. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for all notifications, then go down into the description box where you'll find the links to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, which is currently paused, my Amazon wish list, and a physical address. For those of you who've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.